Falcon Security is paid 4.8 million rand a month to guard Lower Orange River diamond operations at 3 mines in the Richtersveld. LOR says illegal mining is costing them because of increased security and it's preventing them from expanding. The community says the conflict is inadvertently costing lives. In December last year, 3 diggers were killed when their bakkie rolled. We visited a survivor and a widow of one of the deceased at St. Helena Bay on the west coast. They blame mine security. Before the accident, Eugene Thomas had been digging in the Richtersveld for almost a month. He doesn't consider it illegal.
God het die aarde op ons gegee, dat ons in deel uit die aarde het. Die aarde is vir almal gegee. Die tyd toe ons gehede kles, ons het geweet van hulle kom nie. Hulle het gepraat met ons nie. Hulle het gekom en die reg in hulle eie hande geneem. Ons was verskrik. Ons het die mense in die grond gegooi. En hulle het ons vasgemaak met kuibetuis. En geskiet op die mense, op die oupas, op die oumas, op die vrouens wat pregnant gewees het. Iemand op die kinders het hulle geskiet.
Later, Eugene says, he and 5 other diggers were followed by security.
En hulle het voorbij ons gevlieg gekom, hulle allemaal uit 10 bakkies, 11 bakkies. Het ons oor die heuwel kom. Dus die slag wat het gebeur, die ongeluk wat die ongeluk gebeur. Ik heb het gezien, donker is al, die bakkie gerol.
Eugene blames Falcon for the deaths of the 3 diggers because their bakkie was damaged earlier that day. The driver hit a sandbank while trying to evade bullets.
As hulle nie die dag, as hulle mooi gepraat het en mooi gecommuniceerd, sal haar nie, daar sal nie 'n vrees gewees het nie. Alles sal kalm gewees het. Ons sal kalm vertrek het, ons sal alles verstaan.
Eugene lost his best friend, Mark Jooster, that day.
Hy is nog altyd met my. Ek kan nie kom nie sien nie, maar ek kan hom voel naai. Hy is hier by my, man. Ek mis hom, man.
Mark's widow, Bedine Arendse, remembers how disbelieving she was when she had to identify his body at the mortuary.
Mark. En wat ek nader gaan. Toe sien ek as hy. Ek sê, Mark, hoe kom het sê ek? Ek is so hysterisch, ek weet nie of ek kom of ek gaan nie. En ek kyk vir hom, ek sê, Mark, het is iets hy niks.
She too blames the mine and Falcon Security.
Was het nie vir hulle wat geskiet het op die bakkie nie, dan sou die accident nie gebeur het nie. Want die bakkie het in 'n sandwal vasgery. En hulle, die Rasta, het nie geweet van die bakkie wat seer gekry het onder nie. Toe ry hulle mos nou al aan.
Eugene, who has a metal plate in his leg, wants compensation from the mine for himself and the families of his 3 dead friends.
Laat hulle kinders net so gelos. Hulle is dood. Daar is nie 'n inkomste nie. Daar is nie meer pa nie. Hoe moet ons maak? Ons moet die mense soe. Dat hy mense kan uitbetaal. Dat ons kan uitbetaal word. Ons het nie gevra oor dit nie.
We reached out to LOR CEO Chris Kimber and Falcon Security Director Charlie Jonker to respond to multiple allegations. Both confirmed availability for interviews, but when Checkpoint arrived, we were ushered into a boardroom and told we couldn't bring a camera. Kimber lectured us for 90 minutes about providing a platform for criminals who had caused millions of rands in damages to mine property. Later that day, Kimber approached us and we secretly caught the interaction on camera.
Okay. Once you're finished here, give me a ring. And then if this, I can meet you in Durban before you run. When are you wanting to run this?
Only at the end of the month.
Okay, well, I can do that. That's fine. So we can have a
Okay. So we could arrange a sit-down interview?
Yeah, so I'm not confirming it, but we're halfway there. We're 90% of the way.
Okay.
They didn't end up giving us on-camera interviews, but responded to our questions in writing. Concerning jobs, Chris Kimber said there was no truth to allegations that they refused to hire Sandrift residents. They employed 749 people, more than half of whom were local. Responding to allegations that Falcon Security, hired by LOR, uses excessive force, he said, any suggestion of disproportionate force is rejected and denied. Our security are a legitimate entity hired to act against criminal acts perpetrated by criminals against the mine. Regarding the incident when Brian and Jones were shot, he said security forces had been fired at with crossbow bolts from close range, which could have been lethal. Concerning the day Checkpoint was shot at, he said petrol bombs and rocks had been thrown at security and that they'd been defending themselves. Kimber said they had tried engaging with illegal diggers, but they had ignored ceasefire agreements. Digger Brian Hertog says they need to engage about sharing the land.
You can shoot us, you can chase us down the hills, we just come back and we just find loopholes around them. It's going to carry on until somebody comes to the party and says, right, cool, let's do it this way, here's your digging book. Everything that you take out comes to us, we pay you a percentage of the price, which is fair, and so you make your income.
The Regional Department of Mineral Resources says it is working with LOR to find solutions.
Low Orange River is part of the total group of companies that we are busy negotiating with to have access to the land. They have already appointed and allowed about 3 or 4 groups from the communities to work. They are currently operating. They have provided them with equipment.
DMR Regional Manager Pieter Swart confirmed there were issues with LOR not hiring locals retrenched from Transhex.
We are busy negotiating with them, and we have various discussions where we are forcing them to take back some of the employees that has been retrenched.
Excessive force by private security companies is unacceptable, he said.
We did have some discussions with the South African Police Service, and there were also some dockets opened, so they are busy investigating the case, but we don't condone the violence that has taken place.
Jones says violent clashes will continue unless people get jobs.
Sê jy vir my, wat kan ons doen? Wat kan ons doen rondom die saak? Moet ons los of moet ons aangaan?
What do you think?
Ons moet werk. Ons moet werk. Ons moet gaan dik. Ons moet op dik.
That's all from us this week. Please do give us your feedback. Our Twitter handle is @checkpoint_ENCA and our email address checkpoint@enca.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Ngepile Mabuse.